Al Capone by Hannah Rule. Al Capone was born on January 17, 1899. His family were immigrants from Italy. Unlike most gangsters, he was from a respectable family. When Capone met the gangster Johnny Torrio, Torrio taught Capone the importance of maintaining a respectful front while owning a racketeering business. Capone joined Torrio's gang called the 5 Points Gang. Capone was nicknamed Scarface because a young hoodlum slashed Capone with a knife on his left cheek. In 1925, Torrio retired and Capone became the new face of fear in Chicago. Capone ran gambling, prostitution, and bootlegging. Capone married a middle-class Irish girl, May Coughlin, and became a bookkeeper. The death of his father got Capone working for Johnny Torrio again. August 1934, Capone was sent to prison, Alcatraz, in San Francisco. Capone's health was full of territorial syphilis, and he became confused and disoriented. His sentence was reduced to 6.5 years for good behavior. Once released, he went back to his wife on Palm Island. On January 25, 1947, he died of cardiac arrest at age 48. The two themes that Al Capone represents are growth of celebrity and it's not what you do, it's who notices it. The theme growth of celebrity represents Al Capone because Capone created a culture of bootlegging during the Prohibition era. The theme it's not what you do, it's about who notices it represents him because Capone took his public image seriously. He always wore nice clothing, carried 2 bodyguards anytime he was traveling. One accomplishment Capone did was controlling all of the alcoholic industry. Another was making millions of dollars during the Prohibition era. Lastly, he made donations to charitable endeavors using money he made from his illegal actions. Al Capone was important and significant during the 1920s because he controlled most of the alcoholic industry and police. He would kill anyone that went up against his gang, causing fear to the public. Al Capone has been an inspiration of fear to all future gangsters. Capone was a part of the change in 1920s and was a big influence. By the end of 1920s, Capone was sent to prison for over 6 years and his era ended. Capone's outer orientation was fear, but he always showed style to photographers. He always made sure he wore nice clothing and fancy rings to cameras. Capone had a big smile and had a wife, meaning his inner orientation was charming and talkative. Modern individual that could best compare to Capone is Joaquin Guzman, also known as El Capo. Guzman is one of the most wanted drug dealers. Capone and him have both done illegal crimes and both have been arrested. Let's pretend I was a history teacher 15 years from now, and my students were learning about Al Capone. I had to give one of my students a pep talk. This is what it would be. Your friends close, but your enemies closer. Do this because friends are there to support you like Al Capone's gang did for him, but your enemies are closer because once you turn your back on them, they will plan your failure and make your spirit fall. Capone always put his enemies on a leash and would kill anyone that tried to harm him. I'm not saying to become a gangster. I'm saying to always have people to help you. If I were to choose to become friends or enemies with Capone, I would choose neither. I wouldn't associate with him and make sure I lived nowhere near him. If we were enemies, I would be murdered. If we were friends, he may trick me into doing something illegal. So, I would choose neither.